Northwest of Dayton, the nearly 73,000-acre Elk Fire that authorities last reported at 10% containment is still showing signs of high activity. The rapid growth sparked a community meeting held this past Sunday to discuss firefighting efforts, structure protection, evacuations, and closures. Here's what the Bighorn National Forest Supervisor Andrew Johnson had to say about the Elk Fire impacting and threatening nearby communities and the unprecedented fire season Wyoming is having.
And I talked about how we were, seeing unprecedented weather conditions for this time of year and unprecedented fire behavior. And a case in point, in the last 100 years, the modern fire history of the Bighorn National Forest, the last 100 years, the largest wildfire we'd had on the forest was roughly 18,000 acres. That fire took about a month to grow to 18,000 acres. On Friday night, this fire grew 25,000 acres in a matter of hours. So the wind events have been unprecedented, the fuels conditions are unprecedented, and this has been a tough fight.
Johnson also shared that the Rocky Mountain Incident Management Team 3 and other agencies are working together to come up with strategies they think will be successful in stopping the fire spread, mitigating risks to firefighters, and protecting the lives and homes of residents. Your Wyoming Link has a crew on the way to the Dayton area to cover the Elk Fire. We'll have a report on air and online Tuesday. In Teton County, the Pack Trail fire that merged with the Fish Creek fire over the weekend has now reached 58,000 acres in size with 0% containment, according to fire authorities and watch duty. Monday morning, the Deputy Operations Section Chief Trainee, Alan Schultze, with California Incident Management Team 10, gave an update on the fire.
Yesterday, most of the fire activity that we witnessed was here on the southeast or southwest side of the fire, along Division Kilo. The fire is still trying to move to the south and east a little bit. Mainly, we had a good westerly wind that held most of the westerly flank in check. Along Burnt Ridge, we also utilized aviation resources to try and keep that fire in check.
Schultze added that fire crews are currently working to establish a structure group to start identifying and working on point protection in the western flank of the fire. The Red Cross of Wyoming has been working to provide aid to those in need of shelters in both the area of the Elk Fire near Sheridan and the Pack Trail fire. With many people preparing for possible evacuations in those areas, Executive Director Janet Lewis says folks should put together a go bag just in case.
You should put together a kit for your family and your pets for 3 days and make sure you have water, about 1 gallon per person per day. Non-perishable goods, make sure you throw a can opener in there if you need one. A first aid kit is always a great idea. My big advice and my heartfelt plea is when they tell you to go, go.
There are several ways to ensure you and your family are staying on top of emergency notifications. The Red Cross has an emergency and severe weather app that's free to download and provides updated information on evacuations, shelters, and severe weather events. You can find more information by visiting yourwyominglink.com.